Fun.
Right, so we don't like our kids angry, right? But when they're angry, what do they do with that emotion? We have a teacher who's helping them to channel it positively. Tracy Ann Taft Thompson is the guidance counselor at St. Aloysius Primary. With her, far left, Nathaniel Ball and Tisha Daly in the middle, students with Aloysius. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here this morning. Ms. Tracy, and you're being touted as having come up with a remedy to give students an outlet to channel their anger. Tell me how this started.
We had a set of boys about 2 years ago that were very aggressive, and they would oftentimes get into arguments or they get physical with each other. And during our counseling sessions with them, I said to my colleague, he's the one that really counsels them. You know, we need to give them something to do, because sometimes they come and they don't want to say anything because they're already upset, and they're upset that you're stopping them from releasing that feeling. So as the Lord would have it, it just came that, you know, they can actually get rid of it first and expel.
Yeah. How prevalent an issue? You've been teaching, you say, for about 20 years.
Right.
Have you seen an increase in the emotional angst of the kids, not just the boys, but the girls as well?
Yes, and there are causes. So we have to look at what causes it.
Oh, what are some
and
of the causes?
different situations would cause certain things. So for where I'm at is an inner city. They've had violence in, you know the history, for a number of years. So some of those children, they have lost their parents. Some of them have seen injustice to their families. Some of them are not able to even sleep properly. Some are just tired.
Hungry, maybe?
Hungry. Well, in our case, sometimes they're not really hungry because we have a breakfast program. Yeah.
What age
So
group
we
we're
try.
talking about?
11, 10, 11. Right.
And really angry.
Yeah, man. And the girls would be different. We try and channel them in a different way.
Yep.
So is it that they don't want to talk when you try to talk to them? What's the result?
If we catch them on the spot, meaning somebody just said, I see them, and they take them at that point, they don't really want to say anything. I mean, they just want to get even.
Yeah. So what you decided to do before you show us, but what you decided to do when you decided
Well, we have a fantastic support system from Real Decoy. Big up to the team. They have been so supportive every year. They ask us what it is that we need, like a wish list that we're able to give them. And I put it on the list because the bag and the gloves, well, this one, they have different costs, different sizes. It's about 14,000 or so. But, I mean, they've given us money to purchase, like the stress balls. We have that as well.
Yeah.
And other little knickknacks that we may need, they're so gracious
Sim
to give
already
it to
asked the question. I'm not certain if you answered it, why you came up with this particular...
Because I know that the kids need, especially the boys, they need a way to release.
Outlet.
Yes, they need an outlet. And to me, this is very safe.
Yeah.
Because it is supervised. I've seen people saying, we're training them to be aggressive, but we can't train them to be aggressive. Look at the video games they play. That, I think, is training them to be aggressive. This one is in a controlled environment. It's just for a period of time. It's strictly therapeutic. It's not them fighting
really is
each
a form
other.
Of therapy, if you think about
Yes,
it.
it's not. They're not fighting each other.
It's a center that you've set up, Tracy?
We have maybe you can call it that. We have a guidance department, so we don't have a lot of space. So we just find a little area that is big enough that when they punch, it can swing. And,
Morning again, Nathaniel.
Morning, sir.
Are you one of the angry young men that we've been talking about and pretending that you're not here?
Yes, sir.
Why are you angry? Why were you? Are you still angry?
No, sir.
Why were you angry?
So, sir, sometimes when people get to annoy me, like when we get really vicious and angry, and I just feel like to punch back.
What annoys you? What was the last time someone annoyed you that you felt like you wanted to fight?
What was the last time? Like yesterday?
Oh. Did you
They
fight?
did.
No, I didn't.
Before what Miss is doing now, would you have fought?
Yes.
So what you do when you feel yourself getting angry? What do you do? Do you go to Miss Staff and say, Miss, I need to use the punching? How do you do it? Tell me.
Well, I go to my staff, complain, and then
Or Mr. Denton.
or Mr. Denton complain, then ask me if I'm still angry, explain, and then use the punching bag.
And you use the punching bag for about how long?
Around 10 to 15 minutes.
You beat the punching bag for 10 minutes?
Well, they take breaks and laughing in between
Of course, 'cause
the
then
novelty of it swinging.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tisha,
yes.
do you have the same kind of story to share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? But you're not angry anymore, are you?
No, sir.
Controlling,
Let's show
work in
us what you do.
progress.
Show us what you do. Both of you guys could go around
You can go around.
and show us what you do.
So you said the kids will enter that space angry and leave smiling.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because they are a work in progress, so we expect that they're going to fall off, fall on, that kind of thing.
Go ahead, guys.
So,
And do you supplement this with the counseling?
yes, so
Okay.
they either, if they're okay,
Go to
ready
it.
to talk, then you can talk and then, or you can do that alone. So it's a combination or separate. Depends on how they feel.
Go, Tisha, you're all right.
Go to
Do what you have to do.
Let it go.
Before this, Miss, and you say they get angry. How angry they get? I mean, they fight and hurt one another and
And
stuff.
fight and pull off buttons and all the excitement.
You never
Is-
used to fight in school?
Yeah, you didn't
You never
fight?
used to fight?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not really. And when we fought, it was you push a man and you push back a man and it
Done.
and it done. But
Yeah.
No.
I can't remember seeing anyone with a weapon or anything at school.
Well, they don't use weapons, it's just physically. And I mean, our space is small, so
All the kids buy into this? Or some of them
it's not, they all want to because it's right in the room where we have class. So even
All
the
right,
girls
Tisha.
will pass.
Nathaniel, you guys could come back.
They'll
and see.
pass and punch it, but we'll let them know you can't use it unless
So that
you
was
have
my
the
next
gloves.
question, because girls get angry too.
Yeah, but
And
we
they may not
don't
manifest
use
in the
it for
same
that.
way. Yeah.
That we don't use it that way.
But why not? Why wouldn't you give the girls the same kind
The
of
same
outlet?
option?
Yeah.
If they are interested, then yes.
Okay.
But it's not our first. They tend to, the girls I've
Tend to talk more.
tend to want to talk more or they want to cry. So they release it that way.
Gotcha.
The boys are not really crying.
But
They're
have you
just
have
firm.
you ever thought about the fact that you're also probably training these gentlemen for a budding career?
I didn't think of that until recently.
I mean, if you bring somebody in to properly supervise what is going on, not only are you channeling that energy into something more positive, but you're training them
Well,
for a new skill.
I got a call from the Boxing Federation this week.
Great.
And I was happy that they reached out, Mr. Jones. So we're going to be in dialogue to see how best we can integrate and have a program like
Okay.
this. Because they're interested, and once they're interested, the issue is funding.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
So
We
once
We have
they're
to,
interested,
we have to go.
It's a great
to see you.
initiative. Yeah.
To share, Nathaniel, you probably will get angry again, but hopefully you will learn to control your anger. I think it happens to all of us, but
Yeah.
we have to control it. All right? So don't hurt anyone and try not to get hurt yourself. Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
Great. So what you going to be when you grow up, Tisha?
Sir, my uncle said I can be anything I want, so I said I want to be a chef, sir.
A
Try
chef.
try watch my uncle and my father cook, sir. I kind of pick it up, so I want to cook, sir.
Fantastic. Nathaniel, what about you?
A soldier, sir.
A soldier. Brilliant. Brilliant. Great to meet
Tracy,
you.
how much you want to be when you grow up?
so many things. I have to wait.
St. Aloysius Primary Guidance Counselor Tracy and Thompson, and students Nathaniel and Tisha.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, you. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with
And
more.
you can come and Smile Jamaica, come cook for us one day.
I would like you to use Uncle Nev as a punching bag. No? No?
Fun.